Hey, to my good people out there on YouTube. Yes, this is your boy George. I am the true truck driver, also a freight broker. If you guys do me one big favor, hit the subscribe button down below. Today we're getting ready to have an episode about freight brokerage. All right, freight brokerage. That's right. For the people that's out there that want to learn freight brokerage, I am your boy George. We will be hosting your first class this year, June. I ain't gonna pass the date out yet, but it's gonna be in June. So keep following me if you want to become a freight broker. But before you just come down to Florida, Orlando, and sign up to become a freight broker, let me tell you what freight brokering is. All right? A freight broker is the third party involved in freight transportation. We arrange the freight to go from the shipper to the receiver. We use the carriers. Yes, we have to send out to that truck stop, you name it, all across emails, trying to get carriers to haul the freight. The shippers in turn say, hey, we've signed a contract with you. You ought to move 50 lanes for us. They go all over the country. Our job is to find all you good carriers that are out there. Yes, the great carriers that are out there. Freight brokering is not easy. It is not an easy thing, okay? The reason why it's not that easy because you first have to get the $75,000 bond. It's either you got great credit or you got them $75,000. There's no ifs, ands, and turns, in betweens. You can't put this amount of money down and think you're just gonna get it. This is not a car payment. It's not a tractor trailer where we're gonna have monthly payments. Okay? Simple as that. All right? That bond is $75,000. Let me tell you something. The programs that we use every single month, they're gonna cost. Depends on how many agents you have in your office. Those programs are going. The RMIS program is over $320. That's for one user. Every time you add a user on, it's another $100. The phone lines that we use that are across the country, those phone lines cost over $200 per month. All right. And every time you add a phone line, that phone line might come with 3 lines itself. That's an extra $50 per line. The DAT load board that we post the loads up on truck stop, that costs over $300 per month per user. All right, listen to me. I say it per user. All right. The rate confirmations. All right. Once the rate confirmations go out, that program there is $320 also by itself per user. Every time you add a user on, double it up, add more money into it. This is why you see a lot of freight brokers go out of business because they haven't even won any freight yet or got any freight in the door. And next thing you know, you got a huge bill every single month, a huge bill. And we'll say if you was by yourself, working by yourself, that bill alone is over $1,500 a month and you have not got the first shipper to give you any freight. Okay, next thing it is, you got to then call your insurance agent. Tell them you have a brokerage started. They got your bond together. Now you need insurance. Yes, insurance. Our insurance is just like a carrier's insurance. We have to carry general liability, excess cargo, automobile, workers' comp insurance, excess damage, because some of these shippers, if you get hurt, if the carrier gets hurt on their property, they'll put the blame on us. We put the blame on the carrier, okay? It trickles downhill. The reason why a lot of carriers cannot be brokers or cannot go direct is because this shipper is shipping out 1,000 loads per month. You got one truck, right? The carrier has one truck. There's no way in the world he can do all that. That's why they end up calling brokers into play, so we can help them mitigate and move their freight where they need to go. We do not call the rates. The shipper calls the rates, okay? We negotiate with the shipper on particular lanes where they're going to, on what the rates should be, okay? We try to make 10 to 15% off of every load that is out there. on the DAT load board, okay, on truck stop. That's our main focus. So we can cover our bills. The insurance, like I said, the insurance, you got to get the insurance. That insurance, because we deal with such large shippers across the United States, a lot of our shippers require that we have a $5 million policy in play. All right? In play, in place, you name it. Yes, 5 million. Your carrier's only got $100,000. That $5 million policy will cost you every bit of $22,000 to $23,000. You can put a down payment on that insurance once they get you approved. Every time you add something on to that insurance, tobacco, if you hauling tobacco, if you hauling alcohol, medical, expedited, military freight, that insurance goes up. It also will go up depending on how many loads. Like we haul for FEMA, okay? So in order to haul for FEMA, they want to know how many loads per month will we be hauling? How much money are we generating? That depends on our insurance also. Our insurance could go skyrocket out the roof, right? All right. So back to the rate confirmation. The rate confirmations are a binding agreement. Yes, we have lawyers from the insurance agent that looks over the contract. They send us the contracts and they say, we want you guys to implement this inside your carrier packet so we don't get screwed and sued, okay? All of this is a process that takes time to get. Now, we got a shipper. You just came in play, got everything up and running. You haven't even got your first load yet. Why? Are you a salesman? Are you a sales lady? Did you go out there and vet anybody? So say you call the shipper up and you say, yeah, I like your service. It sounds very good. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you 50 lanes per month. All right. You ain't even set up with none of the factoring companies yet. You are not set up with any other factoring companies. So now the shipper is sending you the loads. You posting them up on that. The carriers are calling you, but because you have not signed up with any other factoring companies, none of the factoring companies will accept your bills because you are new. Yes, that's how that works. So now what's gonna happen is your shipper done sent you all this freight to move for them. Do you have quick pay? So say you got quick pay involved. Your rating on the DAT load board is only 79%. No carriers are gonna call you. The reason why is because your credit rating is low, okay? Now your shippers sending you emails, hey, when are we gonna get this load moved? You can't move the loads because there's no way that you can afford to pay out of your own pocket $50,000 in just 1 month and wait on your money for 45 days from the shipper, from the time that load delivers to the factoring company sends you the bill or the carrier sends you the bill. Now you're in the hole. Say you did go in the hole, $50,000. You still waiting on the shipper to send you all your money. In turn, the shipper's still sending you loads for the following month. It takes approximately about six months to over a year to get established with every factoring company throughout the United States. You still got bills that are coming in. You're still sitting behind that desk. Who's gonna be your sales agent? You need somebody that talks, all right? That's gonna sell themselves, sell the business, sell to the shippers, the receivers, to the carriers. Who's negotiating with the carriers once the load got posted? Who's doing that negotiating? Do you know how to negotiate on the rates? Right? But you got lanes that need to constantly move. So do you take a loss on this load and win on this one? Or is it a wash? That's why you'll see sometimes some brokers that say, hold on for a second, let me see what the sales rep have into this load and see if they want to move it at this price. That's why, all right? You constantly still got bills coming in every single month. Those bills got to be paid in order for you to maintain that brokerage office. If not, the doors will shut and you'll be out of business before you could blink your eye good. I want you guys to understand this is not easy. It's not. But once you have established yourself into this world as a freight broker and knowing what to do, where to go, where to get business from, you will succeed. There's a lot of money out here on the table. I am your boy George. This is episode number 1. I want you guys to keep following me. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit it 2 times. I'm going to teach you guys everything it is to know about this in logistics. I thank you so much, and I appreciate all my people that are out there looking, hitting that subscribe button so I can do this and teach y'all. We're going to build this bridge so everybody can cross over and get this money, right? Yes. I thank you again. I'm your boy George. I'm with avglogisticsinc.com. Hit me up anytime you want to. I can teach you everything. Coming back to you in June of this year, we will be holding the first brokerage class. I will also be teaching you about freight, where to go and get the freight from, how to get the carriers. I'll be also teaching carriers how to get established into this huge world of nothing but freight. It's got to move some kind of way. I need you. Thank you.